Growing on YouTube can be so very challenging, it's hard to understand what to focus on. Well, my next guest is going to solve the mystery, and with over 340,000 subscribers, this is a video not to miss.
Brian G. Johnson!
Brian G here from BrianGJohnson.tv. To grow on YouTube, stake your claim and amplify your message. Do that by subscribing. Click on the bell notification and you'll be on your way. And without further ado, my pal, Mr. Nick Nimmin.
What's up, Brian? Thanks for having me back on the channel. Awesome to be here. Just in case you haven't noticed, Brian G. Johnson has been crushing it, and I'm going to tell you some things that he's been focusing on that's really helped him gain some serious ground here on YouTube. And it's important that you pay attention to these three things as well, because if you don't, well, I don't know, maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. The first is clarity. When you are sharing any type of information, even if you're vlogging and you're trying to show people where it is that you happen to be going, or you're trying to share any type of experience with people, clarity is extremely important. Here's what I mean. You can just talk, and you can talk about whatever. You can share information about whatever, but you have to make sure that the way that you're sharing that information is extremely easy to pick up without a lot of effort by the people on the other side of the camera. As soon as things start becoming unclear in terms of the information that you're sharing or the experience that you're having or the journey that you're trying to accomplish in your video, people leave, because as soon as you start not understanding what's going on, then we start getting uncomfortable. We start thinking like, oh, what's going on here? And then you just lose interest because you're trying to figure out what's happening. And because of this, clarity is extremely important. And this goes across your entire channel in terms of making it clear what it is that you actually do on your channel, in terms of the information that you're sharing or the experience that you're sharing, or even the story that you're telling. If for whatever reason, whatever it is that you're doing is not clear to your viewers, well, it's gonna make for a bad experience for them. So focus on clarity. Number two, he's focusing on the viewer. He's focusing everything on you. Of course, it's important to put out content that you want to make, because this is a long game. We all know that. And because of that, you got to make sure that you're enjoying what it is that you're making. But within that box, you also want to make sure that the content that you're putting out is stuff that your audience actually cares about. And this is why it's so important, and why everybody is always telling you, make sure that you know who it is that you're making your content for. Of course, you're making it for yourself, but the people that are actually watching it, the people that are going to be watching your content and thinking to themselves, what am I getting out of this? Make sure that you know what it is that they're getting out of it. Taking a viewer-first approach here on YouTube can make a huge difference in the results that you're getting on your YouTube channel, because what it is that you're doing, as long as it's in alignment with your goals, what it is that you're doing is making sure that you are serving the interest of the people that are coming into your content, and you're making the experience that they are having as good as humanly possible. And when you do this, when you take this approach, it is obvious on your channel that you are taking that approach, and then people reciprocate with a subscribe, with comments, with thumbs up, with shares, with being active in your community. So think of the viewers first. The next thing that he's doing is he's playing to win. Here's the thing with YouTube, it is a long game. Brian understands that. He always has. He always tells other people that same exact thing. YouTube's a long game, playing for the long haul. And he's being rewarded for it every single day. All the videos that he puts out are driving views every single day. New viewers coming into the channel, and the more new viewers that you have coming into the channel, well, guess what? The more people that are going to be converting into subscribers. Knowing that and creating a strong foundation of content that's going to hold up the entire channel for a long time to come, that's exactly what Brian did, and because of it, his channel is doing fantastic. Now, as a bonus thing that Brian is doing is he's taking the time, of course, to learn how all of this stuff works. I mean, he studies this stuff all of the time. And because of that, his channel is doing fantastic. He actually made an amazing video recently about the algorithm. He'll put a link to it right up here at the top of the screen. It is an absolutely incredible video in terms of the clarity, in terms of making it for you, and in terms of understanding the long game. So make sure that you check that out. Brian, thanks for having me back on your channel, man. I really appreciate it. High five, fist bump, and I'll see you next time.
Now, if for some oddball reason you're not subscribed to Nick Nimmin, check out that video right there and do just that. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. Click on the yellow B to the G icon to do just that. And when you do that, you'll feed a poodle. I've got two and they're hungry. I'll see you next time. You dig?